Aku ingin memesan lebih banyak makanan. I just learned a sentence that I am sure I'm going to use a lot in the future.
Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel. For this video, we're gonna do a review on an app called Ling. By the way, not a sponsored video, wala pa tayo sa ganong level. But the team behind Ling reached out to me and gave me premium access to their app in return for a review, which I was very happy to do because I need new resources and more materials to keep learning Bahasa Indonesia. Let's try it! First off, what is Ling? It's a language learning app that offers around 60 languages. 60! Tagalog included. I spent around the week using this app, and here are some of the features that I loved about it so far. Number 1. The interface. This is what the app looks like on a smartphone. Here's what it looks like on a tablet or an iPad. Here's what it looks like on a computer. Ling's interface almost rivals that of Duolingo's, and I really love the interface of Duolingo. So, good job for the developers of Ling for coming up with a very neat and user-friendly interface. Number 2. The listening and speaking exercises. If you're learning a new language, there are 2 active skills and 2 passive skills that you need to polish. The active skills are output-based, writing and speaking. The passive skills are input-based, reading and listening. The problem with learning a language through a book or a manual is that most probably you're only being tested on reading and writing because a book can only do so much. I am happy that Ling caters to all 4 essential language skills, and they do so very well. Here is an example of their listening exercise.
Aku dengar kamu menjenguk keluargamu di kampung halamanmu minggu lalu. Apakah kamu pergi sendirian?
Ya, aku harap kakakku bisa pergi denganku, tapi dia sibuk.
Lalu bagaimana di sana?
Sedikit membosankan, karena hujan seharian.
Jika tidak hujan, kamu pasti sudah bisa bepergian dengan keluargamu.
Naintindihan lahat. I need to translate. If you find the exercise too difficult, you can always turn on the translations. Now, here is an example of their speaking exercise. Laki-laki itu memublikasi kehidupannya setiap hari. 13% lang. Laki-laki itu memublikasi kehidupannya setiap hari. Ani, hindi ko manguha. Laki-laki itu memublikasi kehidupannya setiap hari.
Laki-laki itu memublikasi kehidupannya setiap hari.
Memublikasi kehidupannya setiap. Laki-laki itu memublikasi kehidupannya setiap hari. 15% lang. Siguro naman nakukuha ko na to ng tama.
Situs.
Situs. Yay! Aku akan mengirimkanmu pesan setelah sampai rumah.
Aku akan mengirimkanmu pesan setelah sampai rumah.
Mas challenging talaga to. The exercises were a bit challenging, but to me that just makes it even better. Moving on. Number 3. I love the quality of the lessons. The first app I used to learn Bahasa Indonesia is Duolingo. I remember using Duolingo to study French as well, and I very distinctly remember Les chiens respectent le lupin. Di naman masyadong marami yung ganong sentences, but every time I encounter sentences like that, it kind of feels like a waste of precious time. Saan kong gagamitin yung sentences na yun? In Ling, most of the words and the sentences I encountered are actually relevant and practical. Of course, depending on your level, kung ano yung mga sentences na kaya mo nang i-handle. But as for me, I've encountered sentences like,
Aku ingin memesan lebih banyak makanan.
Bisakah Anda mengatakannya lagi?
Bisakah Anda mengatakannya lagi? Mengatakan. Bisakah Anda mengatakannya lagi? Bisakah Anda mengatakannya lagi? Bisakah Anda mengatakannya lagi?
Bisakah Anda mengatakannya lagi?
Yon, ganun dapat. Diba? Number 4. I love the flow of lessons. The way Ling delivers their lessons kind of reminds me of how things go in an actual classroom setup. As a licensed professional teacher, I am saying this as a compliment. Here is a demo on how the lessons go in the Ling app.
Aku harap kamu lulus ujian masuk universitas. Beasiswa, dia berharap akan mendapat beasiswa dari Jepang. Ujian, gagal. Aku harap kita tidak akan gagal dalam ujian. Meningkatkan, aku harap aku bisa segera meningkatkan keahlian berbicaraku. Gagal. Aku harap kamu lulus ujian masuk universitas. Aku harap kita tidak akan gagal dalam ujian.
This will be a helpful sentence to me.
Apakah kamu mau keluar malam ini?
Aku ingin, tapi maaf, aku tidak bisa. Aku harus bersiap untuk wawancara besok.
Apakah kamu sedang mencari pekerjaan?
Tidak, itu untuk beasiswaku.
Semoga kamu mendapatkan beasiswanya.
Terima kasih, aku juga berharap begitu.
Apakah kamu mau keluar malam ini? Aku ingin, tapi maaf, aku tidak bisa. Aku harus bersiap untuk wawancara besok. Apakah kamu sedang mencari pekerjaan? Tidak, itu untuk beasiswaku. Semoga kamu mendapat beasiswanya. Terima kasih, aku juga berharap begitu. Yay! Yay!
There! Diba? Parang classroom. There's a good amount of input. Ituturo muna yung lesson bago magbigay ng exam. And there is a chatbot at the end of the lesson. There is also a review. I like it. I like it. Number 5. I love the self-directed learning process. In this app, you have control over what you're learning. You can choose the topics that you want to learn. You can go back to the lessons if you need to. You can skip ahead if you want to. Now, being able to skip lessons, sometimes it's helpful, sometimes it's not. To me, it was helpful because I've already finished the Indonesian course in Duolingo. I've already acquired a good number of vocabulary and I didn't want to go through all the beginner vocabs all over again. So being able to skip some lessons for me was good, but sometimes also not. One time, I tried to take an advanced kind of expert level exam out of curiosity, and this is what happened.
Guru itu, yang saudara laki-lakinya seorang pemrogram, memiliki situs terkenal.
Brother, whose programmer, whose brother had a famous website.
I still passed the exam, all thanks to context clues, but I struggled so much and I saw that I am still so far from the level of fluency that I want to achieve. Semangat ya! Now, I asked one of my Indonesian friends to check the app for me just to make sure that the sentences, the exercises, especially the listening exercises, are close to the level of Indonesian fluency that I want to achieve. And this is what my friend had to say.
Lucy, say hi to my vlog. Say hi. This is now one of the applications I'm using to learn Bahasa Indonesia.
Minuman apa yang ingin Anda pesan?
It sounds Indonesian, I think.
Oh yeah? Let's try another one.
Aku benar-benar tidak tahu. Jika Anda membutuhkan apapun lagi, tolong beritahu saya kapanpun itu.
Ukuran besar.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it sounds like...
Indonesian. It translated into Philippine or not?
No, just Indonesian.
That's correct.
Yeah, everything is correct. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
It was approved by an Indonesian native, so yay! Will I recommend this app to new language learners? Yes, but with a word of caution. Manage your expectations. An app can only do so much. It's impossible to be fluent in a language just by using an app. At least I've never met anyone who became fluent by just using an app. But if you're serious about learning a new language, you have to start somewhere. And that's where these applications come in handy. The Ling app has received mixed reviews and criticism, mostly good. As for me, this review is directed towards their Indonesian language course. And for me, overall, It's good. I've learned a lot. I'm not sure about the other courses. Korean, French, Tagalog. Perhaps the only flaw for me in this app is that you get access to the basic lessons for free, but you have to upgrade to the premium version to get the whole package. I wish it had that Duolingo feature wherein you can just watch an ad after every lesson. I think that's how most people fare on Duolingo. So this app is for serious language learners, not for casual ones. Anyway, if you want to try this app, my affiliate link is in the description box below. And basically, that is it for this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and jangan lupa may subscribe the channel ko. Thank you for watching and I'll see you again on our next video. Bye! Huh?
Menyalakan, 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 menyalakan.
Ingay mo ng ganon siya naman. Let's record via phone. Wait. Oh. Dami nagre-record. Wait. Self-report. Aray. How to take it. Wala ko nasa langit.
Sana huwag masyado maingay yung mga dogs. Sana wala naman ng construction, diba?
Sakit ng likod ko! Laki-laki itulah yang aku suka.
Laki-laki itulah yang aku suka.
Laki-laki itulah yang aku suka.